Hey guys, welcome to here. Today we're discussing the Titan Godzilla. So his base trait here, and his feasibility, his spotter duration, spotter reload, and his special skill, which is also in the third slot, which is really annoying, is in catching fire and health received from healing. Basically, it just says healing in general, amount of HP recovered. It doesn't actually say healing from a repair party. It could mean that per se, which means does it affect will to rebuild? That's your question. So you should take a look here. You get about 33-second spotter plane, and you see the difference is 33, 30. It's 176 seconds to 200 if you get him over like that general level up. Like as the case, 14 legendary 2 is plenty leveling up. 33 seconds is 176 seconds. Plus the reduction in fire chance does offset when you use a flammable cannoneer. And with a Yamato and stuff like that, I usually go for accuracy, but if you're really prioritizing that fire chance, you could go with Renard Shear to give you a 3.25%, depending on your level. You could get a pretty good sizable reduction to fire. And don't know if you guys heard that, but that's the voice line you have for Godzilla. I'll try and be quiet for those voice lines, but the roars is actually quite enjoyable. It does make you feel kind of powerful, which is nice. It's nice. I do like the voiceover. In terms of buying the crates, I strongly would not recommend going too crazy in the crates this time. The chances are particularly low for ships, and the commanders are also very low chances. Just don't recommend it in general. But if you do like Godzilla or you do like King Kong, the voiceovers, at least for Godzilla, it's pretty darn good. I do have Kong, but I'm not a fan of Kong, my personal favourite, and I haven't bothered with him. But with Godzilla, I have, because that spotter plane duration, it may seem like only 3 seconds, but it does let you get that shot off. Because realistically, you fire, then you have a couple seconds to aim. Sometimes you need a little bit more than that, you know. So, fire guns here at the Yamato, who's relatively broadside. He is angled a little bit. Try and mitigate our damage. 12k, not bad. And as you can see here, look at the timer. Pay close attention to the timer on the spotter. I reload in like 6 seconds. I've got 4 seconds leeway. You see? Alright, so let's see how long it takes to aim. Take an aim. I had like 2 seconds spare, but I could have, like, if he was turning, I could have readjusted my aim. And it does give you just a better opportunity to get those shots in. Not a great shot there, but you see the difference that I had a lot more time to aim. I kind of cut myself off there temporarily just so you could hear that. You have the basic voice line, and then you hear the roar. Or sometimes you just don't hear the roar and you hear the voice line, and sometimes you just hear the roar. So it depends. But something that's really valuable is the spotter plane duration reduction, the cooldown for it. It certainly gives you more time to use these, and you definitely use your spotter planes a lot more running this sort of commander. Be very careful about Yudashi as well. Be very careful with that. If he pushes out, he could cause some problems. But Suzuya is giving us really good protection. If he pushes out, he's going to have to deal with Suzuya first before he deals with us. So I'm still going to keep my guns ready for him, but oh, he sees it coming. He's not going to push out. This game, the carrier has an absolutely obsession with me, and for some reason he can't seem to actually get many drops off. Also, when you take damage, you sometimes hear roars as well, and you dish out high limits of damage, you also hear the roar. It's just, it's very, I do like it, it's very beast-like, you know. It's not unpredictable when you get the roar, unless you make the command or you donk the horn. It's very unpredictable, which I kind of like for, you know, this is a creature, this is, you know, again, it gives you that feel that, you know, this is Godzilla you're piloting. You know, I don't know. So yeah, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's all right. Will it beat Azure Lane Fusel in terms of the base trait? Maybe. It does offset the fire. You're burned a little bit less, but unless you fully max the guy out and you build for anti-fire, which is always not always optimal, you're gonna struggle with the fire chance. You'll just have a base 0%. You know, the stock fire chance you have on the ship, which HE spammers really just do too well at setting fires. Like Suzuya just fires way too many shells for it to matter too much. But yeah, the health increase from that is nice, but Tagagi already has that, so kind of a useless trait for the first bit. Catching fire is the only really viable bit. In terms of Azure and Fizzle, it's kind of better and kind of worse. It's that, oh, but that spotter plane. If you get a lot of spotter planes, you can get a lot of value out of it. That was a very weird drop. I think he's trying to drop that gear. Weird. Yamato's pushing in. We've got to find out what's going on. I will try and stay quiet with these voiceovers. But yeah, I just, this whole Kong versus Godzilla, I would love to see Godzilla or Kong on the boat while I'm playing the match. I understand it's not feasible, but it would be so nice, you know, it would be absolutely amazing. And that's I would really love to see, but unfortunately just don't have that. It's a bit weird though as well, something I've noticed about this event. The Kong Primal ship has more AA than the New Mexico does. It's actually different AA, which is really weird. And what do you call it? The Fizzle, the heat ray, has no differences. So yes, reasons I have no idea. How come the Kong ship's stronger than the Fizzle? Don't understand it. As you saw, I don't know if you guys heard that, they also did the roar as well. You can turn up the voiceover volumes to the max, and you can turn down game music volume, and you'll hear them much more clearly, which is something definitely to note. When you kill something, or you know, when you take damage or anything of the sort, it's very interesting. So that, lucky not to die. Oh, he did die. Okay. It also happens when your friendlies kill ships as well. Can we accelerate? Yes, we can. Can we just take one? Very good. Not even flood as well. That was not on torpedo belt. The Yamato torpedo belt is very bad in terms of like location, not where actually. The torpedo belt itself, 55%, is the best in the game. But in terms of location, it's literally doesn't even cover the turrets. There's a voice line, and then there's another one. Yeah, so the torpedo protection covers halfway in to the front turret, halfway to the midship, and then halfway covering the back turret. It doesn't actually cover the full turret, the front and the back turret. Yamato does peek out. We get the shot before you notices, and he's out of there. That's great. In terms of the match, in terms of the match, as you see there, I don't think there's a voice line there. Still a voice line. See the different roars as well, which I quite like. Anyway, sorry, in terms of this game, we are not doing too well. We have no caps. We are contesting A, capturing A. We're going to go in to see ourselves. Carrier's having fun with us, trying his best. You see how you heard the Godzilla roar as well when he gets hit, which is very interesting. So yeah, that could be a very good shot if we aimed that correctly. We're shooting down planes like no tomorrow, but it doesn't really mean anything. So we're going to try and encourage our team to capture objectives by pinging them. But, you know, we'll see. There's only 3 ships left though on the enemy team, so we're actually doing not bad. But in terms of point gain, we are 200 points ahead actually. Well, we're still not gaining any points, so there we go. We just lost our ship as well. We may be ahead on points, but we're still 3 caps behind, so that's pretty darn rough. I believe once I get over there, we can do something because I'm still pretty darn healthy, despite what me and the gearing have been through. But yeah, definitely interesting commander. It's not amazing, I'm not going to say it's amazing, and it's not bad though, really is not bad. The base trait is nice for getting that final shot in. Sometimes you have to take a couple seconds to aim, and with the normal spotter plane you have 3 seconds to aim and shoot, which is a little bit rough, you know. So I do like the additional time. And the cooldown is also nice, which means for shorter matches you can actually use your spotter planes. This would be very good as an inspiration if you had the GK, because the Ghost Curfers has like 6 or 7 spotter planes. If you're using spotter plane GK, I mean, why would you use the spotter plane GK? But say you did, you could use Godzilla as inspiration. You'd actually get really good uses out of that inspiration. It's still very good for Yamato, and it's not bad. He might stay my commander for Yamato over Tagagi, but Tagagi is more leveled for me and not willing to invest too many points into Godzilla, more so than I already have. So let's try our voice line out. See, I don't like the fact that we have the voice line going over it, but I understand why, because, you know, you can't just have you constantly roaring everything, but, you know, then again, why not? You know, why not? The anime commanders do that. You know, I don't know. It's good and bad. I like the roar. You do kind of feel, ooh, I'm Godzilla, or I'm piloting Godzilla, because he's just roaring at intermittent times, not always in your control, a little bit out of control, which is nice. So yeah, but here we go. There's nothing really much to clear up here, unfortunately. I might just speed this up. I think I will. That's gonna go right now. I did try and get the shot. The island indicator broke off for a second, but it just went back on, unfortunately. Can we kill him with a rear turret though? That's the real question. Bringing the rear turret around. The Imperial turret of justice. Can the Imperial turret steal this kill? I mean secure, sorry, secure. Oh, look at that dispersion. Yeah.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
You see the roar as well? I think that's quite nice to see. So I might speed this up here. 2 seconds.
That was a great battle.
Yeah, unfortunately this game was just chasing after the carrier who was reversing to the back of the map. So we hear the voice line. There we go. And yeah, that's the game. Very good game actually, surprisingly. I think we capped a lot of objectives and it gives a lot of points. Plus plane kills were quite a bit. If there's a defense expert reward, we should have got it, but we don't have that. So 3095 XP, 3 kills, and high caliber of 110,000, which is not that much, but 111, sorry. But yeah, overall, hope you enjoyed this video, as always guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.